What's up, bitches? RXL209 back with another video. It's time somebody told all of you the truth about Bayonetta. And let me start off with this. Unlike a lot of these Nintendo fans, I actually owned Bayonetta. I've actually beaten Bayonetta. And I'm not some retard that just recently discovered this game and is hyping this game. Nor am I some drone that is pretending to hate this game. The actual truth lies somewhere in the middle. I played the game. I enjoyed it. I didn't think it was a great game. It got really repetitive. There were a lot of improvements that could be made. Personally, I'd give it like a 7 out of 10. It was definitely worth me pre-ordering the sequel and, hoping for improvements. And from what I've seen from the gameplay footage, it looks like it's going to be a better Bayonetta. So that's why I'm pre-ordering it. I'm not hyped for it or crazy excited for it, but I think it's going to be a good game, and I took the chance and I pre-ordered it. That's what gamers who aren't filthy fucking wealthies do. They pony up the dough to try fucking games. But that's just what I'm doing. Then again, I'm a gamer. But you fucking wetards, just stop it. Let's start off and debunk this bullshit that you guys are fucking spreading around, that you're mad that Bayonetta's not coming to PlayStation. You guys are mad. I can't speak for the X-twats, but as far as Sony gamers and Sony fans, I don't know any of them who are mad about Bayonetta. I don't know any of them who wish it was coming to the fucking any PlayStation console. You see, PlayStation fans neither love nor hate Bayonetta. Bayonetta elicits no reaction from them at all because it's a fucking irrelevant to them. It's not irrelevant to me, but it's irrelevant to the fucking PlayStation community. Nobody gives a fuck about that game. Nobody is fucking mad. That's why when you ask a retard, name these people that are mad. Name these Sony drones that are fucking mad and upset about Bayonetta. They can't. I still haven't got a single one, single name out of them. Could they be out there? Maybe, but they won't fucking point them out. Where are they? Nobody's mad about that fucking game. And you can point to ridiculous like NeoGAF forums all you want or stupid petitions, but we all know that the majority of those are fucking made up by Nintendo fans to make it appear like the Wii U is fucking relevant. Sorry, kiddies. Nobody gives a shit about your fucking game. They didn't give a fuck about it last generation, which is why nobody bought it, and they don't give a fuck about it now. But let's be fair, it didn't sell horribly last generation. Some people bought it. I mean, I bought it, but you retards fucking didn't. And no, dum-dums, you cannot hype a fucking game, a sequel of a game where you never played the first one. And you want to know why? Because all the things that you've seen from Bayonetta 2, if you're so hyped from seeing those things from Bayonetta 2, why didn't you get hyped when you saw those things out of Bayonetta 1? Because you can't use the excuse of, what about Street Fighter 2? You can't be hyped over it if you didn't play, Street Fighter 1, Fighting Street. Yeah, the difference is Fighting Street fucking sucked balls. The original Street Fighter sucked balls, and then the sequel came out and was great. Not the same thing, because Bayonetta 1 did not suck balls. In fact, Bayonetta 1 and Bayonetta 2 really don't appear to be that much different. So those things that are getting you all hyped up right now for Bayonetta 2, why didn't they get you all hyped up years ago when that game came out? The answer is simple. Because there aren't things that you're seeing from Bayonetta 2 that are getting you all hyped up. There's really only one thing that's getting you hyped up. The fact that it's a Nintendo exclusive and you have something to brag about it in the comment section of YouTube. That's all. You guys are nothing but a bunch of fucking posers and frauds and fakes, and this game does nothing but expose you. And I think one of the worst examples of this is probably a YouTuber named Shokio, who's very hyped for Bayonetta 2. He even owns Bayonetta 1. The problem, he's owned Bayonetta 1 for quite a while. At least a year. And he hasn't even beaten it. As a matter of fact, he's barely progressed to, I'd say, an hour or two of the game. Meaning he's played Bayonetta, thought very little of it, yet he's hyping the sequel. But then again, the first one wasn't a Nintendo exclusive. You get the picture, right? And let me just debunk one last ridiculous fucking statement that these wetards are making. And that is, if you didn't own a 360, you didn't want that shitty PlayStation 3 port. That's why we didn't buy it. Yeah, sorry, that's not gonna cut it, because the PlayStation 3 version of that game actually outsold the 360 version. And even though the better version was probably on the 360, it wasn't a fucking broken mess like Battlefield 4 or something. So wetards, please try to remember, if you're gonna get into these little debates and these little arguments, you don't even have to be a good debater. You only have to do one thing: pick the side that is fucking right. You can't hype games just because they're fucking exclusives. What about Deep Space 2? You know, let me tell you something, you fucking wetards. If I see a game that's a sequel that looks awesome, like when I saw Dead Space 2, like when I saw Mass Effect 2 and 3, you know what the first thing I did before I fucking bought those games? I went and bought the original games and played those before I progressed to the fucking sequels. But not you wetards, because it's been damn near 2 years that has passed before you found out that you were getting the original Bayonetta as part of the package, and you still haven't played it. That's why I beat all the Dead Space games. That's why I beat all the Uncharted's. That's why Mass Effect 2 and 3 are still in my backlog. You know why? Because I went ahead and bought Mass Effect 1 first and beat that first. Every argument you've tried to make, you fucking wetards, on this subject has just been plain fucking wrong and debunked. You're not gamers. You're fucking pom-pom carrying, pussy bleeding bitches. And consider this video me reaching up your skirt, pulling your string out, watching you fucking leak, and laughing my ass off about it. RXL209, peace out, bitches. Truth about Bayonetta.